like somebody give me a guillotine. I just might ride on my enemies. Talking, I fuck on my energy. Nowadays they just talk, but they talk about nothing. Nowadays everybody wanna say something. Goddamn, I'm the man and it feel like it. Give a damn about a hater when I feel like it. Not today, not today, not today, not tomorrow. Get out my way, please, I'm trying to get paid.
And what is up, Earth's mightiest subscribers? It is your boy Ernie, the Blerd without fear. Got the homie Robo of Left Face TV. Welcome to episode 66 of the Nerds of Culture podcast, the woke breakfast club with a dash of what?
Awesome.
Yes. So we are back. I apologize that the Friday show was gonna happen, but then to make up for missing last Thursday, but then I was like, oh my god, I've been doing so much live streaming in a very short span of time, so we ended up not doing it. And shit, then y'all fucked around and almost didn't get a Blerd cave this past week too, because I just wasn't feeling great. And y'all almost
and you're still not.
Yeah, still not feeling great. So these are all things that'll just have to be dealt with over the weekend. But we are here. We're going to talk about, I'm going to be honest with y'all, there's a lot to talk about this week, and we actually don't have a whole lot of time to talk about it in. So we're really only going to focus on a couple of things. We're going to focus on Invincible, probably more than most things, and the Stan Lee final chapter documentary situation, and the whole shit ass Jon Bolerjack bullshit. So we are gonna do that. That's gonna be the show, and I'm not gonna hold y'all. It's probably not gonna be a long one. So yeah, I'm gonna say get comfortable, but don't get too comfortable.
That's right.
So, man, yeah, normally, I was like, I don't know, man, oh God.
What have you been up to lately? What have you like I say this every week, but I think I bring it up every week because I'm like I miss you, man.
Aww,
I miss you.
So sweet.
You're not playing video games anymore. How far are you? You better have 18 comic books done by now.
No, sadly not. But I did get a page or two knocked down, so that's progress or something, I think.
Yeah.
Really, the main thing has been just working on the hardest parts of the whole thing, and just kind of going from there. That's really been the main thing. Let me move that out of the way, because that is totally not where it's supposed to be. But I worked on what was effectively a splash page. It was a splash page that I had put together. And that was the most intense part. It was very difficult. It was a lot of work. It took about a whole fucking day to get done.
That's the one you posted, right? With the whole team like that? Yeah.
Yeah, that one was a tough one, and largely because it had so many moving parts to it. 5 total characters, all in varying stages of movement. And
the middle guy going,
yeah, basically. And then also having to make some changes, because some of it, I don't know if it's saying too much or not, but another part of it too was also trying to have one of the characters in there, but not but in a way different than what I'm typically drawing them. Basically, the long and short of it is the character that's in the very back doesn't normally look like that. So there's that.
Got it.
And
but
then,
he looks like that. That's a part of the story, though. We'll figure out why he looks like that right there. Yeah.
You'll find. And then one of the characters, their hair changed while I was working on the thing. So I was doing the hair one way, and then I realized I didn't like the way that it was done, so I ended up doing something different. So that's that. But that's basically what I've been up to. And then I guess, you know, for another thing, this I don't have this one per se like up, but here, let me I can pull this up on Threads right quick, because I actually have it on the thing. I did post it on there. Where'd it go? Booyah. This one right here, I did this is one of the panels that I had posted. Just to kind of give you an idea of like what I've been up to, like, and what I've been working on. But mostly just taking the stuff that like I think is going to be the toughest shit to do, tackling that first before I touch anything else. And then just going from there. That's basically what I've been trying to do this go around. And what I will say is first, you know, I've learned some tech. I actually was there's an artist, Clayton Henry. Some of y'all probably know who this artist is. I've talked about Clayton Henry in the past, but I follow Clayton on socials, and I was actually kind of paying very close attention to one of his art sessions, because sometimes he posts little clips of what he does with his art. I'll just pull this up. I'm not going to play the sound from it because there's actually like copyrighted music. So, but like I was actually paying really close attention to how like he lays out panels and how like he handles all this stuff. And I actually started copying it a little bit.
That's how you do it, though. Like, it's technique.
Yep.
You learn. It's kind of like going like apprentice, journeyman, master, right? Apprentice and journeyman are always borrowing the techniques, and then becoming the master is developing your own techniques. You know, we'll be masters one day, but for now, we journeyman.
You right?
See, I'm gonna put this. I was doing I started my little course. I posted some of my little things that on the Discord, and I don't know. I'm kind of excited now. Like I'm still playing Marvel Rivals, but I'm actually getting better at, you know, like, all right, got my dailies done. I'm appropriately pissed off and stressed out.
It's like, all right,
let me log off and do this course. And I'm like, I've been drawing and shit. I bought some, I want to get good at like actual physical pencils first. And then I bought some luminance colored pencils so I can start working with color. Okay. And so once I get that down, and then like I'll start scanning stuff, and then I'll transfer the skills to digital shit. But I want to get like all the fundamentals down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, that's kind of why I've still been drawing on paper too, because like I got this big ass fucking printer behind me, so it's not like I can't, you know, take advantage of that.
That's right.
I can literally just take whatever I draw, scan it. Like that's how a lot of stuff has been getting done. More or less. I didn't
AI art.
Oh God. Yeah, no. He's like, nah. I want the real He's like, I want the real shit. I want the real shit.
That's right.
But no, what I do want to share is we have got some super chats. We've got some super chats here. Hold on. Let's pull this up. We got one from Triple Dot 31 says, "What up, woke shade room and chat? Don't forget to hit that like button. You goddamn right. You tell him.
That's it.
You fucking tell him.
It's
Tell
free.
him. God damn, I swear. Tell him." And then let's see. I think we have also got we've got some more in here too. Let me we got one on the Streamlabs side. We're gonna no, wait, that's from the other day. That's from the other day. I got confused for a second. Pay me no mind.
Got me all excited for nothing.
I'm sorry. I apologize. We've got another one here from Stomp 10 says, "What's up, Blerds? I love this last season of Invincible. Hopefully we can see more of Tech Jacket next season." Yeah, Tech Jacket, they kind of snuck Tech Jacket in and then would cover him up real quick. For those that didn't catch it.
Did not. Sounds good. I'm about to get some knowledge today.
Here, let me see. Can I pull this up real quick? Okay, here we go. I got it. I'm gonna. Nope. Start playing Started playing volume. I don't want the volume. I just want the imagery. I don't need shit else. Let's see. Where is the shot? Here it is. Bam. Found it. Look at that. Look at God right there. Here, let's do it like this. And then we're going to take that, close that out. That's right. Y'all are hearing how the sausage is made. Where'd it go? Here we go. Bam. Keeps putting them over there. Oh, I hate that. All right. So right here, off to the side.
Oh, yeah. You know what's funny? That dude right there. When we'll talk about it later. I know when we get into it, but when I saw the result of one of those alternate dudes, I was like, oh, this dude's the real deal. Whoever the fuck that dude is, because oh
yeah,
when you left him in space like that, I was like, oh, that didn't turn out how I thought.
Oh no, Tech Jacket. Tech Jacket is the number one stunner, man. He's out here.
That's what's up.
Yeah, Tech Jacket is the number one stunner, man. He be out here. But I always loved how they went out of their way every time they showed him to cover him up because they couldn't show him for too long. But yeah, Tech Jacket was a character that was another one of Kirkman's little pet projects that I don't remember how long Tech Jacket ran, but there was a while there where Tech Jacket just kept showing up in Invincible, like in the kind of middle portions, in and around this time frame. Basically, yeah, that's what Elite just said. Tech Jacket is basically Invincible's version of Guyver. That's basically what he is. I would even go as far as say I wouldn't know whether to say as shameless as DC's Blue Beetle being DC's version of Guyver, but I still appreciate them both because I like Guyver. So I mean, just kind of it's easy.
Of course,
it's an easy win for me. Also, I will say, don't worry, it is not burnout. I'm not burning out. It's like a health thing that's plaguing me right now. Which I don't want to get into. I don't want to get into it because it's like I said, we got stuff. What's up, man eater? How you doing?
And plus, mind your business.
Yeah, that too, right? Mind your business. Stay woke, but mind your business.
Man eater.
What's up? Hootie hoo. But yeah, let's get into our shit.
Yeah.
The Invincible season 3 finale was fantastic. I saw a lot of people complaining about it.
What?
Yeah, I saw some people complain about it. It was the usual bullshit. But I thought it was great because it achieved everything that it needed to achieve. It did the thing. And I guess, maybe it's a testament to that maybe when it comes to comic book adaptations, not everything adapts as well for normies as it does for comic book fans. But this right here was perfect for me because I don't refresh me if I'm wrong. But Robo, you said you have not read all of Invincible, correct?
No. As a matter of fact, what you just said, I'm like, man, see, this is why I'm glad I haven't, because I have no expectations. And I was like, every scene, I'm like, oh, this is so dope.
Well, no, see, I'm talking about the reverse of it because.
Oh, really?
The people that were complaining were people who did not read the comics. They were normies who came into this and they've been watching the show, but they haven't been reading the comic. It's kind of like it was like that group of people that when Game of Thrones was coming out that just were all about not reading the books, but always wanted to act funky when something from the books happened. Right. That they didn't like. Right. So it's kind of one of those deals. People are doing the same thing. They're basically Game of Throning Invincible.
What kind of stuff? Just give me some examples. What doesn't work for them?
So one of the reviewers I saw didn't like Conquest because they're like, oh, this guy just shows up from out of nowhere. He doesn't get any fanfare. He's not hinted at or teased. We don't see him anytime before this. And he just shows up and we're supposed to give a shit about him or think that he's a badass. And it's Yeah, because that's how he showed up in the fucking comic.
Well, not only that, every single Viltrumite that has shown up exactly like that. They've already set that up to be like that. Like, he shows up and you're supposed to go, another fucking Viltrumite coming to do business. Like, who else besides Mark and his dad? Who else has got a backstory? Nobody.
Well, the funny thing about what you just said is because even when they say, oh, well, yeah, none of this was set up, dude just showed up out of nowhere. Here's the thing. That's not true either.
Oh, really?
Because he was teased. Anissa told Invincible another dude is coming.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And the thing is, she said this in the comic as well, but like, but the thing is, he is teased. As a matter of fact, okay, so to give you the skinny, I'm gonna give you the skinny on Conquest. Conquest shows up in issue 61 for the first time. You know, they're doing their thing and, you know, dealing with a whole ass other issue. It's kind of funny because they kind of did some of this out of order. Really, a lot of Invincible is kind of out of order. They've restructured the story to kind of fit certain narratives. Like case in point, you know how Powerplex you know, is was well, and technically no, this part was accurate. You know, they were doing.
You mean Jesse Pinkerman?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Jesse Pinkerman, yeah, right? Yeah, that guy. Like he just showed up, just started like wrecking shop, and now everybody's all fucked up. But no, so like there were some aspects that were out of order this season. Not a lot, but like the whole thing with Powerplex was on point. Like Powerplex was the last thing that he dealt with before dealing with Conquest.
Yeah.
But Conquest shows up at the ass end of the 61st issue, if I'm remembering correct. And it runs about roughly the exact same, you know, like the trajectory of what is happening, you know, Amber being in the hospital, you know, all that stuff, yeah, everything else, like the way, like how explosive the fight was to the point that like people are flying all over the place, like it was damage and destruction and everything, like all over the place.
Can I say something about that real quick?
Yeah, go ahead. Shoot.
What the fuck is anybody doing in the street? Like, so, they went through it with him and his dad. And then a week ago went through it again. And now these two are fighting. I'm like, I would have been gone a long time ago. Like, as soon as I'm like, I'm out. It's just not Gaza. You could leave. This one you could leave.
Right. This is like, in this case, you are not in an open air prison.
That's what I'm saying, man. That shit was wild. Anyways,
and you do have right of, and you have right of return. You can come back.
Yeah, just come back whenever they're done destroying shit. You know. And by the way, Mark ain't learned shit, because what does he do when he's fighting this dude? Throws him into buildings, flies him through buildings. I'm like, bro, you saw people on the street. You know, there's probably people. All right, whatever. I guess we don't care anymore.
Well, it's crazy because, and what actually, and I want to point this out here too, because I saw I saw some people bring this up, which, by the way, shout out to you know, to our members, our channel members out here, you know, just out here just being awesome people. But I saw that oh, where'd it go? I was just like, oh, here it is. Elite X 1 out that IGN gave the finale of Invincible season 3 4 out of 10. Yeah, they've been
I don't give a fuck what IGN says. Matter of fact, when IGN gives a 4 out of 10, I'm gonna be like, bet it's gonna be dope.
That means that's an 8. You convert that.
Yeah,
to 8. That's an 8 out of 10.
You just reverse the ratio. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's like, wait a minute, wait. IGN gave it a 2.
Oh, that's an 8 or 9 right there.
Yeah, that's 8 or 9. Easy.
That's
a minimum of 6. That's a minimum of 6. Like
minimum.
Minimum. But no, Omega Cerebro also said the kind of like you said, like all Viltrumites. Yeah, I mean all the Viltrumites just show up.
That's right.
Yeah,
so how would I be surprised?
Black Marvel's, yeah, exactly. Anissa T's conquest for she even left. That's the thing. It's people who weren't paying attention because even that very episode, they replayed the clip in like the recap. They replayed the clip of her saying that there's another one coming, and I was like, dude, it was literally just a season ago. Like it was. I think when Anissa said that, I think it was like the last episode of the previous season. So I mean, it wasn't like it was so far away, like so far removed. That nobody would be talking about it, but at the same time, you know how people are gonna be. They're gonna, But at the end of the day, I thought it was great because this episode was like it literally distilled what I think was, let's see how long that fight last. That fight went from issue 61 to I think like 64. And it adapted it perfectly. Everything down to the headbutting sequence. At the end of the fight.
Yeah.
That was like this is straight, like that was straight out of the comic. That was straight out of the comic. Like the repeated headbutts. Invincible's arms, like his hands and his arm being broken, him not being able to just like fight the guy normally. Like he literally was cracking that dude's cranium over and over and over and over again. Like,
man, verbatim. I take the good with the bad.
Yeah,
what
dude, like
fucking perfect choice for Negan.
Yeah.
What a perfect fucking choice. That dude, man. I
money.
love that actor. I love that actor. Even when it's just his voice, I'm like, man.
Well, what was so pretty about it, and I even kind of pointed this out on Threads, I was like, Mark, or not Mark, but I said Glenn finally gets to get his lick back on Negan.
There you go.
He gets to,
oh, shit. I didn't even think about that.
He got to get his lick back.
Oh, man. I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
Yeah. He said, nah. We get to do it again.
That's right. Hey, run it back.
Right. He's like, wait. He's like, hey, Negan, I ain't hear no bell.
Yep.
I ain't hear no bell.
I gotta tell you though. I had to like force myself to just like I pushed it down and I enjoyed it for what it was. But they did that thing.
Oh, what's that?
They did that thing where it's like, all right. So you could have beaten this dude the whole time. But you just needed the right motivation. Sometimes it's the power of friendship. Sometimes it's whatever it is. It's like, wait, so your little brother, almost getting pulled apart like Sentry, that wasn't enough. Watching old girl almost die, that wasn't enough. Watching her die. Okay, there you go. Finally, okay, now I'll use my skull. Get out of here. But like, I still love that. I love that.
Oh yeah. Well, the messy part, not and not for nothing. What I love is, I love the way that they tackled this because, like I said, like right here, this is one of the best like double pages I've ever seen in the history of ever. And once again, straight, like they literally took it straight off the page. They literally took it straight off the page and put it in there. The whole
really cut loose. Yeah.
Right. He's like, so whatever you did to piss us off, thank you.
Does he do the thing where he's like, I am lonely? They all think I'm crazy.
So that's okay. So that's what I was kind of hinting at in the title for this.
Okay.
So under normal circumstances, when you have a character like this, Conquest is not a redeemable character in the comic. Like he is quite literally a shit heel of a person. Like there's no
pure evil. Like even Viltrumites don't like him. Yeah,
right. Like that part where he was talking about, all that was true. Like all of that was true. Like other Viltrumites do not particularly care for him. They do not care for his presence. He is a tool. He is a weapon. However, that the part where he's like leaned in, talking about how lonely he is and how, just he's cut off from everything, and he's like, I don't even have a name. I have a purpose. That was new. That part was new.
Got it.
And well, and here's the thing. What I feel like is that like they tried to make him like they tried to make you have a little bit of sympathy for him in that situation. Like, oh, he doesn't have any friends. But the thing is, at the end of the day, I think what was probably more important is that they showed you just how broken the Viltrumites are as an empire.
Right.
Like basically the Viltrumites are an allegory for toxic, masculinity, because at the end of the day,
pure fascism too. Yeah, just complete authoritarianism. Yeah, might makes right.
Might makes right. Whoever is the strongest, survival of the fittest, all that other stuff. And here I think you kind of had to do that with Conquest just to show how messed up they are as people. I mean, it should be obvious that they're messed up as people, but just to really send it home how messed up they are, you send like their most messed up person and maybe give him you give him just enough backstory that you kind of let it go.
Yeah. I don't get, especially given what they've teased about how he's going to come back. I don't think they're setting up a redemption arc or any. I think they're just like, I'm so lonely. That's how fucked up I am. Even the fucked up Viltrumites don't want to have anything to do with me. Take that to the grave.
It's like, I was like, dude, that I'm not gonna lie, that was one of the coldest
hard,
lines.
Man. Yeah,
that was one of the coldest. And right here is it maybe felt something for about 3 seconds. And I mean, that's kind of what. And I think honestly, I think that was enough. I don't think we needed to. I don't think we needed to feel too much sympathy for him as a character, because he's a nut job.
He's not well.
He's not well.
Yeah.
And honestly, I just saw Monumental Comics put this in too. There's another Viltrumite that's even crazier than him.
I mean, at this point, I just assume with Anissa, with this guy, with the variants, the different variants of Mark we saw, I'm like, they're just. It'll be really hard to surprise me.
Yeah. Thrag is the one that is, because the thing is, Thrag is a true believer, and that's what, like Conquest, he's just doing what he's told. He's
the love of the game. Yeah.
Right. It's love of the game.
I just want to fight shit. Yeah.
Right. But when you get to this motherfucker right here, that's the real problem. That dude is the real problem. So Thrag is the one that you're like, oh. Yeah, this dude, he's
so does Invincible ever change his name? Because I feel like he's due. I feel like he's due.
No. It's funny because his name is such a misnomer, because he's not invincible. Right,
far from.
He is.
That motherfucker stays getting his ass whooped.
Dude, wait a minute. I was hoping somebody would say it.
Freddie Mercury.
Yeah. Hey, I want to break free. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. Yeah, right. I just killed a man. Look, that right there. It's I don't know. I personally feel like
I'm selling.
Oh my god. Yeah, they.
And old as fuck. Yeah, I know. At least 10% of the chat. Who the fuck is Tom Selleck? What's that mean?
Blue blood.
Yeah.
like no, blue blood. Like he's either he's one of two things. He's either Magnum PI,
Magnum PI, that's how I know. Mm-hmm.
or to like young bloods. He's blue blood. Blue blood. He's blue blood.
Yeah.
He's the chief. He's chief. But yeah,
Invincible could beat Superman. Get the fuck out of here.
Man.
Get the fuck out of here.
Invincible,
Not
the Invincible would get folded. First off, that motherfucker would get like. Here's the problem with Invincible. For one, he holds back. He holds back a lot. The other problem he has is that he is the strongest person for his planet. Like,
exactly. I was about to say, not even in the universe.
Yeah, he's the strongest person for his because that's another thing. There's shit out there in the world that can fuck up Viltrumites real easy. Yeah.
They eat them. Isn't there like a whole species that Viltrumites are afraid of because they eat them? That's what they,
Yeah.
So there's nothing eating fucking Superman.
No.
Yeah.
Look, motherfuckers out here flying around the galaxy like, hey man, dude, I really wish there was a Superman and stop. Like a Superman King or something, or like or a soupy, so we could get like a hot so we can get like one of those $4 $5 biggie bags or whatever. Oh yeah, battle
exactly. Enemy, bro. This is how you know whoever says that. I even saw this on Facebook. There was a group talking about who would win between Green Lantern and Viltrumites. I'm like, bro, what books are you all reading? Do you not? I didn't even read them. Just watch the goddamn cartoon and watch how every single Viltrumite gets their ass handed to them. Like, you have like godlike Green Lanterns. Superman's a fucking god. Like, bro, none of these motherfuckers are holding a lantern to anybody. A lantern. That was an accident. To any of these motherfuckers in the real comic books. No way. No way.
Mm-hmm.
Even Omni-Man himself, which was supposed to be the baddest motherfucker, like Mark couldn't even fucking handle him. He's getting handled by other people.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Superman, Green Lantern? No. Come on.
and I just want to point out, Adam Eve, look, I'm not going to lie. If I was Conquest.
Oh, as God. That shit was dope.
If I was Conquest, I would hang it up forever because this shit right here, and they did keep this in the show.
Sure did. That shit was so dope.
She flash fried his dick off.
Damn.
It's gone. That man has no penis anymore.
I mean, that old demon dude's gonna bring it back. That'd be the least. That'd be, bro, if I'm gonna work for you, can I get my dick back?
That's something. Well, and I also point out, because Lee just said here, Alan the alien. That's another thing. A lot of people sleep on Alan. Because Alan is basic, like it's kind of funny.
The Cyclops dude, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alan is basic, like okay, so the title of the book is Invincible, but Invincible is the name of Mark. The name should actually go to Alan. Alan should be called Invincible because that motherfucker can't really fucking die.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, anytime they kind of hint at it in the show, like whenever they're like beating him up or they're like trying to execute him,
he gets stronger.
He gets stronger because like anything that would have killed him, he just survives.
Okay, so he's kind of like Doomsday and fucking Evolution dude. Yeah. What's his name? Darwin.
Yeah. Like so basically that's why I was always like, man, I was like, talk about a missed opportunity. Shit. But
you also got Immortal, and I should have known. I know this is old news, but I was reminded. I was like, oh goddamn, yeah, he really is immortal. The motherfucker had his head stomped off. And again, I know that we've already seen that happen, but I forgot.
Right.
I was like, oh yeah, they just fucking stapled his head back on. I'm straight. Can you just put that back on there?
Yeah. He's like, yeah, just let me stitch that back on. Like,
get some duct tape. I'll be all right. Oh yeah, the lion dude. Yes,
Battle Beast. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? We got Alan. We got Battle Beast. We got fucking Power Ranger dude in space. Like, none of these motherfuckers are out there handling Viltrumites, by the way.
Mm-hmm. I would also
Superman,
point out too,
get outta
one character that I actually was kind of glad to see get done, which was Powerplex, because Powerplex is no joke either, and like I actually kind of appreciated that they kind of showcased how Mark couldn't really do anything with him either. Like he had, like, Powerplex had to be talked down, like Powerplex, and even then that didn't work. Like it's one of those things where it was like, because like it's like, how do you beat somebody?
That beating them makes them powerful, yeah.
Right, like the more you hit him, the more. And the thing is, it's not even just like hits. Like any little bit of like inertia, like they were even like, oh no, you got to hold that motherfucker completely still.
Yeah, because he had his head down and everything down. Yeah.
It's like, okay, well shit. It's like, man, we can't we can't fuck with this dude. Like we can't like that's the thing. Most of and that's and I also want to because I know people are probably thinking about
Cypher just said that too. Yep. Powerplex soloed a variant, and that's not. And by the way, I don't want people to get this fucked up. Just in case anybody maybe there's like 2 people in here who knows less about this than me. To say variant, yeah, we're not talking about clones or just weaker versions. These are still fucking Viltrumites.
Yeah, they're Viltrumites.
You know what I mean? They're still Viltrumites. Maybe they didn't have the same training and as Mark was to be able to get stronger, but they're still fucking Viltrumites. And Powerplex toasted one. Solo,
literally, like no hesitation, no hesitation whatsoever. Like it was just like he's like, okay. He's like, no. He's like, yeah. Let's.
Tully, like, that wouldn't do it either. Tully, that wouldn't do it either. What if Powerplex gets hit in the head by a sniper? I'm telling you, if you watch the whole thing, pay attention, because you know what would happen to that bullet? That bullet would get absorbed into kinetic energy and go right into those discs. Because he threw himself off a building. Yeah. Which should have completely liquefied all his organs. Even if the kinetic energy went into the discs, his brain inside, you know what I mean? So if you're gonna fall off a building and smash into the ground and all of that energy, that means any energy coming off of him is going to those discs, even a bullet. Yeah.
Well, and I also want to point this out too. There's another character that's on the way. I'm almost positive he'll be in the next season, because like where they're at right now in adaptation, we're probably going to see him. And that's Dinosaur. Was it a Dinosaurus? That's another character that like this was Immortal Hulk before Immortal Hulk. And that motherfucker can run a fade on Invincible too.
You know what I love? You know what I love about Kirkman is that good point, Nerdlard. You're right. Half Viltrumites.
Yeah, half Viltrumites.
But I love like how like corny he could be, like, you know what I mean? Like Dinosaur Man, Beastmaster, and it's like, but the story's still cold as fuck. You know, it's like, but it's comic based. It's like a nice little fucking like. Comic books have always been like this. Superman, like it's a man that's super. What? That's corny, but it's a fucking mainstay. So he's like, nah, I'm gonna do the same thing. Dinosaur Man, or whatever the fuck his name is. You know what I mean? Like that's pretty. I like it.
Dinosaurus.
Dinosaurus. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like it's corny, but it's like they've always been corny.
Well, and the thing about him too is that like he's kind of said it. Okay, so that's another thing I was gonna say too. The whole thing they're doing with the whole like what was it? God. Was it something Dark Blood? What was the demon dude's name or whatever? I forget his name.
Oh, right. Yeah, I don't remember his name, but I know you're talking about.
That's a new plot point that they added.
Oh, that's not even in the comics.
That's not from. Well, so it was originally supposed to be in the comic, but it got cut from the comic. But for the show, they're putting it back in. Also, that was Bruce Campbell. That was the other demon guy. Which
shit.
Yeah, I was like,
man, what a good episode. I thought all these people. I was like, I know all these voices.
Damien Darkblood. Damien Dark. I knew his name was something Darkblood. I couldn't remember the. But no, it's Invincible has so many good villains.
Yeah.
That like it's not even it's not even funny. And the best part about it is that Dinosaurus, who, once again, not a big dumb idiot. Like, he's smart, incredibly intelligent, and also, I'm gonna go and say right now, just for anyone who's curious, Powerplex ain't gone. Like, Powerplex, and I guess this is not really a spoiler either, because it was also set up at the end of the show. Conquest isn't done.
No, yeah, that's the whole thing with the demon dude. Yeah,
yeah. Well, not just that, but the fact that Cecil faked the body
to bury him. Yeah,
yeah. He faked it. He's like, oh no. He said, we still got that motherfucker. He's still alive. So like, Conquest will.
Wait, that is the dude who they're talking about. Conquest, right? The demon dude, Dark Blood.
No. Damien Darkblood is that. Okay, so Damien Darkblood, he showed up in the first season. He was the one that was helping Debbie or trying to help Debbie, like trying to put her on game about what was going on with Omni-Man and all that stuff. But Damien Darkblood was a character from the comics that like I think around the time that the stuff they're trying to do right now, he kind of like like just kind of faded off.
No. What I'm saying is when he's talking to the Dark Lord guy, fucking Darth Sidious, what is he's saying, "Hey, I got somebody for you." He's talking about Conquest, right?
Probably, or I don't know. That
I thought he was talking about Conquest. Okay.
No, I mean he might be. He might be. That one is Damien was Clancy Brown. The little dude he was talking to was Bruce Campbell. I'm not talking like I'm talking about the guy he was talking to.
Right.
That was Bruce Campbell. Which I thought was hilarious.
Cypher says, I don't think Cecil was wrong.
Yeah, I mean
to keep Conquest?
He set aside. He set aside from keeping Conquest.
Got it.
Yeah, no, the thing is here. Okay, so we've already seen what he's cooking up. The
upgraded zombie dudes.
Yeah. He's basically he's taking those corpses of all those Invincibles. Because we're being brutally honest. Those things, while they're effective, they're easily destroyed by anyone with superpowers. Like what Mark has. So like when you get to the part where they're going back and taking the Reanimin and turning them to like the Invincible. I don't know. Anyway, the Reanimin 2.0.
Yeah.
That is something that like that's big. That's huge. And considering everything that Invincible has like ahead of him, it's like, I don't know. I feel like, okay, so here's the thing. And I think we talked about this before. I think you remember me telling you like how I was like, man, I'm not going to hold you. Mark gets on my last goddamn nerves.
Right.
And that's kind of where we're at. We're at that point now where Mark is starting to lighten up. But the thing is, that's not going to last. That whole thing with he's like, I'm gonna kill anybody who threatens it again. I was like, finally, that's what I'm talking about. Let's go. You say that doesn't last? No, it doesn't last. It's it lasts for a little while, but it's not a permanent thing. But because like, and not even just that, but the whole like his attitude towards like how he deals with certain things, like you'll see it too, like as the show progresses. The one thing I'm curious about though, and I don't know whether or not this will be a thing, because Kirkman is actually like, okay, Kirkman has had a lot of the stuff changed. The whole thing with Amber, like when Amber showed back up in the episode, I think prior to this one or before, this was around the time that Amber was supposed to be revealed to be with a new dude that was beating her ass. And they completely cut that shit. So I don't know if they're going to add this part, but there's a part after this where Eve, and I never liked this storyline because it just seemed unnecessary. But there's a part where Eve, I guess because, Mark goes off and he has to like go take care of some shit and ends up being gone for, a while or whatever. And he comes back and finds out that Eve's gained a lot of weight.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that whole thing. I was like,
it becomes a problem for him?
Not for him per se. Like there's like a whole they do a whole thing where they go into like body positivity, like and self, how you view yourself. And you can also kind of tell like it's not like his jam, but like it was one of those things where it almost seemed kind of like it almost seemed sad. Like it was weird. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I'll show you because like I'll put it to you like this. So
was she proportional though? Did they still make her attractive, just thick, or did they make her like Faith?
She was kind of closer to Faith than not. Yeah, she was kind of closer to Faith than not. And it was kind of funny too because she was kind of like, okay, here's a shot. Here's a shot right here. Bam. So this is like where she's.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's not bad. Well, the thing is, it fluctuated. Like her weight fluctuated a lot. But like, it was one of those things where you could tell Kirkman was trying to say something, but didn't really know quite how to say it.
Yeah.
Like Kirkman's come a long way. He used to be, I'm not going to say like, he wasn't a bad writer, but he really wasn't particularly good at writing women. He's way better at it now than he used to be.
Can I just say, I think she's better here.
No. I mean, I look. I'm right there with. Look, I'm right there with you. Like there's. We look. Let me be honest with you. We are not like because like right here. This is where Mark comes back and he finds out that like, oh shit, you gained some weight.
Yeah. Why do you do it like that though? Like, what's wrong with her face?
I don't look. Like I said. I don't.
Did she get like plastic surgery to make her uglier too?
No. Just like she just got.
No.
Like she just. Face got all puffy. It was weird. It was weird because it was just like they kind of made it this whole thing where like, oh yeah, she's gonna be like thick for a while, and then like later on, and I forget how long it took. I don't remember exactly how long it took, but like there was a particular point where she just like you saw her again, and then she was skinny. It was like they were.
Well, I mean, she controls matter. I'm sure she could weigh whatever she wants, right?
Yeah, basically. But but the thing is, I feel like if Kirkman is gonna like avoid some of those other things that were kind of like not handled terribly well, I wonder because that's the other thing too. When they laid the clothes on the ground, when Eve like folded up the clothes, that was not.
Oh like, yeah.
That was not a that wasn't an accident of anything. It was a sign of some shit to come. Like with the clothes are like laying like basically the whole thing is that like she's pregnant and her powers are acting weird as a result of all that. That's
fucking spoilers. What the fuck? Nah.
Preggers. I didn't tell you
that's
the
my
rest
fault.
of it.
That's my fault for not reading it. But look, I'm telling you right now.
I'm just saying.
I will say this much. What I thought was when she did her fucking God mode shit. No spoiler. Come on now. We passed that.
We passed that point. Yeah, we passed.
You want the sign? You want the little thing?
Well, I mean, the thing is, it's not even like I'll be honest with you. That pregnancy is not. It's not a. I don't think it's a spoiler. I really don't. I don't like. I've read Invincible twice, and kind of skimmed back over it multiple times in between. It's not the important one. It's not an important plot. Like, okay, it's a plot point that's important in so much that it will kind of explain how Eve gets to this.
Okay.
But that's it.
Yeah, no, I feel you. No, the thing about that is when I saw that, I thought it was because she went into like her dying and going God mode and then like low key resurrecting herself.
Gotcha, yeah.
I'm like, oh, something's going on. Like it's not reforming correctly or some shit. But, oh, she got a little baby in her, huh?
Yeah, got a
interesting
bun. Well, and the thing
and
is,
if you guys are paying attention, I haven't heard y'all say shit about any future baby marks. So obviously something goes sideways with that, or else you guys would have brought that up by now. I'm just saying. That's just that's just something.
If you like that's like pie in the sky, like way yes. That is like honestly, I think as far as like the next story arcs go, they've been sticking to an 8-episode format. And apparently the voice acting, I read this morning, the voice acting on season 4 is already done. So that basically just means all they got to do is animate.
There you go.
And so season 4 will be turned around pretty quick. And I don't think they're going to make us wait too terribly long for it. But I mean, I'll be honest, there's a lot of stuff that's on the table that could, like, because let me see, right now, this is Compendium 2 of Invincible. To give you an idea of where we are at, let's see. Yep. Conquest. Oh, yeah, here. Well, oh, no. There ain't no titties on this, is it? There's a little bit of a titty. Anyway, this, like right there. There's the clothes. Just to give you an idea, that right there, that is right here in this book. That's where we stopped. So that still leaves all of this.
Imagine getting a compendium concussion.
Man. Whew. It would be bad. It would be bad. But and then the thing with the little the parasite dudes. Can't forget about that. The parasite dudes will be back, so you know, that's good news, sort of.
Yeah, we saw that. Yeah.
That'll be a whole other thing. Like there are you'll see the parasite, the little parasite thingies come back. You'll see Powerplex come back. You'll see Dinosaurus. I tell you what, there is one thing I will not talk about just because like I kind of been holding this in my back pocket for a while. And you'll see some characters like shift positions on like where they're at. Everything going on with Robot and Monster Girl. You'll see that stuff most likely. The Anissa thing will probably happen as well. The whole Anissa gate.
Seeing what they've been doing and how they like bar for bar, panel for panel on these things, I'm like,
yeah.
I think anybody who's hoping they don't do it, they're gonna do it.
Yeah.
They're gonna
you know what's wild though is that I could easily see Anissa. I don't think it should be, but I can see that shit being the season finale. That would be fucking disgusting.
Can I tell you something? I have been behind on Invincible. And so today, I woke up and I had some cleaning to do anyway and said, hey, I had 3 episodes to get up on. What a fucking day I had. What the fuck, man?
Yeah,
like,
emotional roller coaster.
Yeah. You guys had like all like 3 weeks to spread this out. Back to back. I'm like, oh my God, fucking everybody dying, fucking Rex dying, everybody. Man, the fucking whole thing with when Perplex Man, whatever the fuck his name is like Power Play. he kills his wife and kid. And I was like,
that was bar for bar. That was bar for bar, word for word, shot for fucking shot.
That's wild, dude. As soon as he did that shit, when he was like going like Super Saiyan, I was like, I I knew already right there. I was like, oh.
Well, it's even worse in the comic though. Well, and technically she did it in the show as well. But like the wife was like egging him on, and I was like, bitch, you know what's about to happen. You know he can't control this shit. He about to kill all y'all.
Nah, but shit was her idea though.
Yeah,
he wanted to run, so I was like, hey, you know, that was you. He put it on Invincible. People might put it on him. I put that on her. He's like, 100%. We got to go. We got to run. He's like, no, you're not done. Well, okay, well.
He's like, I guess.
See what happens?
He's like, I guess I'll fight this motherfucker, but I mean, I don't know, man. But no, I thought that as far as as far as seasons go, I won't lie, the middle portion of the season kind of lost me a little bit.
Yeah.
But by the time Powerplex kicked in, like I was like, all right. I was in John Wick mode. By the time that but like by the time Powerplex kicked, like because up to that point, like, cause I think some of y'all probably like had heard me even say, I think maybe some weeks ago, I was like, man, I don't know, man, I've been slick forgetting about Invincible. And then when I had 2 episodes like back to back that I had to catch up on, I think it was 3. Yeah, it was 3. And by the time I got to the end of that, I was like, ooh.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
That was me. I was like, I'm back. I'm back, baby. We ain't never left.
Blame that baby.
It's like,
hey,
look,
that kid had no problem. He had no business being there. That's adult business,
bro.
He decided to be there.
And dude, I want to show you something too. This is why I don't feel sorry for that. I feel sorry for the baby, but I do not feel sorry for the wife. Yeah. I don't feel sorry for the woman because of this shit right here. Look at the look of her face when she sees her man beating the brakes off Invincible.
Mm-hmm. Like, finally. Yeah.
Yeah, like she's like, yes, hit him harder.
What's wrong with the baby?
Dude, the baby, you know what that is? The baby, the whole time the baby this is going on, the baby like, I don't feel right about this. He's like,
I'm about to die, ain't I?
He's like, well, no more Paw Patrol for me.
Yeah, no more Bluey. This is it.
He's like, this is it. He said, well, I guess I've just watched my last episode of Bluey.
Yeah, man.
Because the thing is, when you get to this part right here, like this is that whole scene, and literally the next shot, is that you're just like,
oh, we didn't see that. That would have been dope.
Yeah, dude,
I would have liked to see that.
And look,
matter of fact, if you go to the last panel, they actually, I wish they had done it like this too. Like you see the flesh. The other one was charcoal. Like this is like, that's even more gnarly right there.
Oh yeah, you can see the embers. Mm-hmm. You can see the embers.
Yeah,
coming off that motherfucker.
God damn.
He's like, Also, I love the fact that his wife's name was Becky. Becky.
Of course,
Becky.
Yeah.
Are you good?
Hey, think of it this way. No, you're right. Baby Trump, it could have been, that baby could have grown to be the next Hitler. You never know.
Yeah. Honestly,
fuck him.
Or the next Elon. Because, I mean, that's our real president.
Hey, yeah, that's right. President Elon.
With his crying ass. I thought the left was about empathy. And fuck out of here.
Shut the fuck up.
I was like,
out there fucking canceling fucking everyone's jobs, veterans' jobs, fucking taking away fucking healthcare. Hey, what they really mad at me?
I don't understand. I thought the left was supposed to be about empathy. It's all these people on the left. Man, motherfucker, your shit just whack.
So much for the tolerant left shit. Like that shit gets so old.
Hey, you know what it is? It's always, and I want y'all to always take stock of this. It's always a motherfucker who has been out here fucking up royal. Like, I'm talking about, but out here.
Yes,
like
always.
Like on some bald-headed hoe shit. He's like, what do you mean? I've never done anything wrong to anybody.
Yeah, it'll be all that dude being like, get caught on camera screaming the N-word with the hard ER people. And then someone writes, man, somebody should beat the shit out of him. Like, whoa, violence. Oh, well, so much for the tolerant left. Like, what? What?
It's like, man, fuck
Shut
out of
the fuck
here,
up.
dude. Fuck out of here. But no, I will. Let's pull this one up. We got one here from the novice. Oh man, this right here, this 10 pounds says after Invincible season 3, you need to convince Aquagun, the Brutalizer creators, to do an animated series. Have the gods speaking Yoruba, only English is sub/dub. Dude, I'm not gonna hold you. I actually like that idea.
That would be dope.
I've said this a lot. I don't think anyone has been able to give me one good reason why we should not have an infrastructure in this country to promote comics via an animated format.
Hey, Black Sands is doing it.
I can't.
Come on,
but no. Look, I'm sitting here just like,
damn.
he really said Black Sands.
You know,
He said Black
that's how
Sands.
you know. That's how you know you fucked up. When you are the punchline, it's over. It's over, man. Just
It's
wrap
a
it up.
Look, I don't get, look, it's done, son. No, oh, also, dude, I think I did. Wait. Did I miss? Yes, I did. Oh, let me go back. Let me see if I can find this one. There's another one we had that got lost in the sauce back here. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, I have to pull up the old fashioned way. I apologize for that, y'all. I was out here bullshitting. And I'm going to fix that problem right now, post haste. We got one right here from Michael Harris. And we got one, let's see. Yeah. Yep, right here. Boom. This is the one. Here, I'm going to pull this down just for a sec. Says, for Michael Harris with the 999 says, for all those who say Invincible animation was questionable, X-Men 97 season 1 had over 80 key animators despite having a much shorter runtime versus Invincible season 3, like 4.8 hours versus 6.3 hours excluding credits.
Who is saying this though? That fight between that's
Dude.
just dope. Like,
And
what do people
I'm
want?
going to be honest with you. I think X-Men 97, while I think it's a great show,
Beautiful
show.
Hmm?
The animation's a little stiff. It is a little stiff. I do agree with the people who I've heard say that.
Yeah. I think it's style. I think it's the style though. I think they're trying to bring back that 90s animation feel.
And that's exactly what it is. It's the same reason why, like, you know, when people said the same thing about Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, I was like, it's stiff on purpose. And also it's the nature of how it is animated. That is the like, I'm sorry. It just, the shit's
It's
not
supposed to feel like a comic book panel. 100%.
right. It's, and also I will say this, I'm a huge fan of Ralph Bakshi. For those who know who that is, Ralph Bakshi was the guy who was behind a lot of stuff like Fire and Ice, Fritz the Cat, Cool World, you know, Heavy Metal, all that sort of stuff. And the technique of rotoscope, I always loved, because when they would animate that shit, for those who know what rotoscope is, rotoscope was an animation technique where basically what they would do is, before they drew a single frame of animation, they would film actual actors performing the things that they wanted done. It was basically mocap.
I was just about to say the grandfather of mocap. Yeah.
Rotoscope was the grandfather of mocap. And what was wild about it too, because I remember, because I was so fascinated by it as a technique, because when you would watch something that was rotoscope, it always kind of took you into the uncanny valley for animation, because you would see these characters moving on the screen in a way that looked really fucking human. Like it, but the animation techniques of the time were such that it couldn't take full advantage of it, but it still looked cool. So you would see these characters with these like really like weird ass, like trippy ass movements. That type of shit, I think, when you look at animation like today, nobody's rotoscoping shit anymore these days.
Right.
So, and your animation is going to suffer as a result of it if you're trying to go for that like full on human fluidity. But with the case of what they're doing with X-Men 97, I'll say it all day. I don't think the animation is bad. It is a little stiff, but it's fluid as fuck when it counts. Like when they're just standing around, sure, yeah, it's gonna be stiff because they're not trying to blow the budget. That's why a lot of animated series from back in the 80s got canceled because they blew their fucking budgets. Like a lot of them, like the intro blew the budget. But like with Invincible, they've even talked about this, how they use a lot of those tricks, like, hiding people's, and anime does this too. Really all animation does this, but Invincible really kind of leans into it, is they'll like, oh, hey, this character's talking. All right, you see the back of their head. You don't see their mouth moving. And you just see a static character in front of them.
That's right. Yeah.
Or instead
they
of
did
like,
they did that little thing for Invincible, right? Is that what you just said?
Yeah. When they did the whole gag where like, oh, you zoom in on the character's face and only show like their eyes. Or I mean, there's lots of little tricks that Invincible uses, but once again, just like with X-Men 97, when it's time to play, you could tell that Conquest fight was where the entire budget was spent. And I'll throw you another one. That thing that Conquest did where he like ran Mark through all of those people, by the way, clapped a kid too in the midst of all that, and a dog. I was like, ooh, shit. They actually amped that one up from the comic.
Persia, yeah. Sorry, yeah.
Oh, wait, what happened?
Prince of Persia. That makes way more sense. Like that right there, like that. Like I'm imagining rotoscope. I've seen rotoscope, but nothing. Boom, that lines it up right there. That connects it all. Because when you played Prince of Persia, the OG, even with crappy graphics, the way that it moved like a person as it's running down, I was like, that makes sense.
Oh yeah, dude. Like I watched a whole like behind the scenes thing on the making of Fire and Ice, and and like I was blown away because they were like, oh, this shot right here where the guy's running through the woods. And it's like they literally had a dude in a loincloth running through a sound stage, and they filmed it, took each picture and just traced that shit. Just trace that shit, and then took it and flipped it, and I was like, my little brain was just like I was Weebay on the wire. I was like,
somebody said it here, and I find this interesting. I'm over here trying to scroll up because I don't have the actual thing, but I probably should open that. Somebody said earlier says that if they try to do that now, they'll probably use AI. Listen, I told you all about Notebook LM, right? That uses a model language, right? But you feed in the source and it uses your sources. That's the type of shit that I would be definitely okay with AI using. Because if you can build an AI that takes my art or a video and say, hey, here's the actors, here's all the movements. Now tell AI to take that and just follow the movements and then put lines on top of it. That's not stealing anybody's art.
That's still
you know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's like yeah. I mean, I guess that takes jobs away from animators, but it's still less unethical than stealing other people's shit.
Okay, and I'm gonna say something very controversial. In regards to taking people's jobs, but also brave. Right. I think it's brave. I think it's brave. Here's the thing. I think if the job was never open to begin with,
right.
I think it's okay. What I mean by that is, let's say in my case, which I want to make it clear, I'm not, but let's say I wanted to make a comic, and let's pretend I don't know how to draw. Let's just pretend for a few moments. I don't know. I can't even draw a straight fucking line. I can't draw a straight line. I can't even draw stick figures. I'm that guy. I'm that guy you always see when it's like, oh man, you can draw. I can't even draw a stick figure. Like, I'm that guy right now.
Right.
But I can write. And I can't draw. But here's the thing. I don't have the money to pay an artist. Now, if I could, and once again, if I could just like take my story.
Careful.
Oh no, trust me.
Yeah.
Trust me. I'm being very careful here. If I could take my story and say, okay, I want to put it in this AI algorithm that is not like Chat GPT or Midsummer. What was it? Not Midsummer. Think about a movie. Midjourney or whatever.
Midjourney, yeah.
Or whatever. Or what? There's another new one that's out there right now. It's making the
rounds.
rounds.
The Chinese one. Yeah.
Like,
deep.
It's deep something or other. So let's say this is an AI that's like completely closed off. Like it doesn't pull resources. Like let's say it's Adobe AI. Because Adobe AI, it pulls from artists that have been contacted.
Right. From their own Adobe images thing.
From their own Adobe images. I think that's perfectly fine. I still think you should tell people it's AI.
100%.
But if you are like going to like Midjourney, Chat GPT, the Chinese one, DeepSeek, if you're doing any of that, like shit where it's actively pulling from a public source, not paying, like, because here's the thing. Personally, I think a lot of this shit could go away if these companies that use AI actually just said, hey, let's break bread with the folks that we're taking from. But that's harder to do because that shit's kind of on a case-by-case basis, and it's really weird and all jumbled up because it's like a mishmash of different art styles that usually gets pulled together. So it'll never happen. I'm just saying, if they could, they should. But, yeah.
I mean, the way you do that is just hire artists, right?
Exactly.
You say I'm going to hire, we're a company that provides AI art. We want to do it ethically. And we are hiring artists to draw all sorts of shit that is going to be used to train our AI models. I think that'd be dope. Well, and you get royalties for when your art's used in AI and yada yada yada, right? That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
And AI art always has like AI art is always going to have a look to it. And now I will say, I think that is a problem because it has made us almost too careful, or not careful, but too quick to call something
almost
AI
like investigating is like AI investigating.
There's 100% what it is. Because I can't tell you how many times because I think there was one day, a mutual of ours, Judah, we were talking in Discord one time about a cover that Art Germ did, and Judah says, nah, that's AI. And I was like, nah. I was like, that's Art Germ. I said, Art Germ actually draws the shit. Like, I was like, the reason why it looks like AI is because of, dude, Art Germ is fucking.
I love Art Germ.
Look, I'll be honest with you, fucking hate him. He's so good. He is too good. He's that motherfucker where I look at him, I'm just like, I can't stand your ass. He's too good.
There are artists out there that are like NBA, MLB level of artists that it's like you just have to get that American lie out of your brain that you can be anything you want to be. And just you got to know, like, I didn't get that gene. No. You know, I'm gonna be a good artist.
Like
I'll never be Art Germ. Yeah. Well, like the little Chinese kid playing a symphony at 3. Like, he didn't have good parents. He was born with some gene. Okay.
He graduated MIT at age 7.
Right?
You know.
Yeah. Like, that's not hard work, homie.
Nah. He's like, what? But no, I think that for me, when I see Art Germ, like I look at Art Germ's work the same way I look at people like Alex Ross. I'm like, I'll never be that good.
Never.
I'll never be that good. Like I don't even want to look at your art to try and copy. Like, because I look at a lot of different artist style. Like if I see something they do and I'm like, man, I wish I could do that better. I'll look at their art and be like, okay, how did they do this? Ooh, they did it like that. And ooh, I wonder if I could do it this way.
You can try to get close. Yeah,
right.
Techniques, like, oh, I like the way he shaded that. You'll never be Art Germ, you never be Alex Rose.
No. Like I could literally study everything they do, and because ultimately what it comes down to, it's how Art Germ colors his work.
Yes,
that is why it looks like
genius level. Color theory, genius level light theory, like you either got it or you don't, you know?
Well, no, 100%. Yeah, you think, because I watch a lot of like art, like YouTubers, and like that, there's a guy I follow, Mark Brunette, How to Draw Like a Sir, they do these videos all the time. Oh, how to do gradient, color, how to color your art and make it look like this, and it's shit that looks like Art Germ, and I'm like, I can't.
Come on now. Yeah.
Thank you for having the faith to believe that I'm dumb enough to believe what you're selling. But no, it's not true. This is not for everybody.
Here's why I might find it useful. I used to play basketball a lot when I was younger. And I remember I used to watch, I would watch the games, I would watch Magic, and I would go and try to copy it on the courts. Did I think I'd ever... Well, yes, the answer is yes. But like now, would it have been realistic for me to think I could be like him? No, but I could start copying the moves I get. I think if Art Germ or Alex Ross did a master class, I would take it, knowing they're gonna teach me some shit, but also knowing, don't think you coming out the other side of that, like you being able to do what they do. But I can get better.
No. Oh, dude, let me put y'all on game about some shit. I think, like, personally, I'm not the type of guy that's gonna sit here and be like, oh no, man, I'm a bad motherfucker. I don't care what nobody say, man. I'm the baddest. No, I don't believe that. I think that I am good for a guy who used to draw all his life, you starting out, and took a about a 15-year break from drawing, and has been practicing every day to try and get back to what I was. Like, I think that's my skill level. Like if someone were to ask me how good I think I am, I'd be like, I think I'm that good. But compared to people who've literally been in the game, putting blood, sweat, and tears in the game, like consistently, no, I would never try to compare myself to to an Art Germ or Alex. I would even compare myself to a Ryan Otley. Not to say that Ryan Otley's bad. I mean, clearly we just been showcasing the motherfucker's work. He's a bad motherfucker too. But what I'm saying is that, like,
I think okay. I think you get the Ryan Otley, especially looking at that one with old girl. Yeah, you could be better than Ryan Otley.
Well, I tell you what,
I like him, but I'm just saying, like, whenever I see panels that don't like, okay, so even like the one I said where Eve looks better, and then now she's at the desk, and they're like, oh yeah, I see. I'm sure he's much better by now, but Ryan Otley at that point, like 15 years ago,
no, 100%.
You can get better than that.
Well, and I think too, like, because I usually I always practice trying to do what I've seen other artists do, because once again, I think that's the only way that you really get better. Like I've tried copying Ryan Otley's style. It's not really for me. It's not really for me. Like I think I did like a picture a ways back where, like, I kind of tried to pull a Ryan Otley, and I thought I did relatively well for what it was. But like, the thing is, I always draw better when I'm like just focusing on my own shit. I just like to take the techniques that I see people use and, like, kind of bend them to my own personal will. But all that's to go back to say that, yes, I do think that, like, we should have an infrastructure where animation is just in a better position to come in and adapt some things. Like, I think Aquagun would be a badass fucking animated series or movie or whatever Marewa and Dotun are down to do. I think it's such a good story, and I feel like it would also kind of lend itself well to the like the type of stuff that we do see in Invincible.
Right.
Some of those moments because I think that was actually one thing Invincible this season did that I really enjoyed. The episode where it was like mostly silent for like the first like third of it when they were focusing on the two villains.
Oh, that's right. The bank robbers. Yeah.
I would love to see that shit. But that said, one thing we're talking about AI is exploitative. I want to kind of shift gears to something else that is also exploitative, and that is you probably heard by now. And I actually want to pull this up because I haven't checked it. I haven't checked it since yesterday. But some of you have probably heard by now about the Stan Lee documentary that's been making the rounds. No idea because it has to be funded.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, it has to be funded.
Well,
but yeah, the final chapter by Jon Bolerjack. So here's the thing. Oh, wow, dude, that's a rarity. That is a rarity right there. It's still in about roughly the same place it was yesterday. This is a documentary that's asking for $300,000.
$300,000? What, are they rotoscoping?
No. Oh, but I'm gonna tell you what they are doing. I tell you what they are doing here. First of all, let's work our way down. So basically, this whole thing, its build is a roller coaster of drama and duplicity. Stan Lee, the final chapter, is the story of how comic book legend Stan Lee, co-creator of the Avengers, X-Men, Spider-Man, the Fantastic Four, Hulk, and Black Panther, landed in the middle of a scandal as wild as any superhero saga. I mean, not really, but okay. I think elder abuse is really quite a simple thing. And not at all surprising considering how popular Stan Lee was and how often this happens to celebrities. So it's not really out. Stop. This dude went to the Stan Lee school for church and shit up. But anyways, says the events are chronicled by filmmaker Jon Bolerjack, who became an assistant to Stan and a fixture of his inner circle. Jon gained unprecedented access and filmed everything he saw. What he uncovered was a thriving market where Stan's signatures and memorabilia were converted into huge piles of cash, and rival hucksters double-crossed each other over to control Stan's fortune. After years of collecting this footage, he's ready to share his shockingly and truly heartbreaking story with the world. But to do that, this motherfucker needs $300,000. No, that's not what it says. It says he needs your help to get it over the finish line. We hope you'll be a part of the journey to honor Stan's legacy. Now, here's the thing. $300,000 is a lot of money. Now, he already has the footage. He could just release it.
That's right.
But he is not going to release it, and he has said as much. He says, okay, so this Kickstarter that says it needs 300,000 racks, he has already said that if this doesn't meet its goal, he is not releasing the footage. He is not going to just put the footage out there. He wants to make money off this. And honestly, he strikes me as the type of guy who would get that $300,000 and then you will
still
never
not put it out.
Still not get the fucking documentary.
Yeah.
So no.
Well, he'll get sued. So what he'll do is he'll do some what's that fan base and Black Sand shit. He'll put out the first 15 minutes and be like, all right, bet I got chapter 1. Chapter 2 Kickstarter's out now, you know. Like, you just figure out some ways to, like, you know.
Oh no, he's gonna start a podcast.
That's right.
He's gonna be posting on Instagram and whatnot all day. He's probably gonna be picking fights with people who criticize him to drum up drama. See, this is why I need more sponsors. Shot at Black Sands in case nobody noticed. But no, so this is what it is. He says, what will the money allow us to do? He says, the overwhelming majority of the funds raised will support the production of our film. While our goal is the minimum we need to complete the project, anything above that will go towards making the film that much better, which I think I said the other day in my video was vague as fuck. He Says, we would love to compensate some of our crew who have been volunteering their time over the years as well. So here's the thing. This is a list of everything. So paying the crew, feeding them, equipment rental, soundstage space. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Why? Why do you need a soundstage? Why do you need a soundstage for this? Like, what are you filming?
For shit that for past videos. 99% of it should be shit that's already been shot, right? Because last I checked, Stanley's not around anymore. So
no. Set construction? What the fuck are you building?
He's gonna do a play. Oh, this is the final chapter of the musical.
Oh, he's gonna do some Hamilton shit?
Yeah, it's gonna be a musical. Got it. Yeah.
Yeah, this sounds like bullshit. Casting, who the fuck are you casting?
Who's gonna play Stan Lee?
Yeah, who's gonna be like, what the fuck are you doing? Who the fuck are we casting? I don't get it. Wardrobe. You don't need wardrobe. Hair and makeup. I made a concession for this because I was like, I get it because you want to make sure for lighting. When you're filming, you want to make sure shit shows up right in the light. So I kind of get that a little bit, but editing, okay, I get that. Music composition, visual effects, like you need some transitions. I mean, we can get you some transitions.
Hey, I got them.
Color correction. I get color correction. I get that. Like sound designs, effects, mixing, I get that too. Song clearances, you don't need song clearances for this big time. Content clearances, I kind of see that. But this is the biggest one. Legal fees.
He knows.
Legal fees.
He knows. He's like, look, I'm not about to drop this shit, and so I need y'all to help me pay for the lawsuits that are definitely going to come.
Like, I'm pretty sure that he doesn't have clearance to post any of these videos, which I think is why he's not going to release a shit for free, other than the fact that he wants to make a buck off of it. But like he talks about being so principled, wanting to expose the people who exploited Stan Lee. But the thing is, this guy has also, like, he was there. He filmed this. He watched it go down. He was laughing and skinning and grinning with the same people he's claiming that were so terrible. And he is also, I've also gotten it on good authority. He has been also out there selling memorabilia that was signed by Stan. So, I mean, here's the thing. What's going on? Like, what's really going on?
So there's a subreddit that collected all the dirt and just put it into one spot. Bolerjack's history profiting off Stan Lee. Before meeting Stan Lee, Bolerjack was involved in comic book sales and reselling signatures, openly referring to this practice as hustling. Leveraged his access to Stan Lee to obtain signed artwork and memorabilia that he would resell at high prices. His used association with Stan to promote himself at conventions. Traveled with Stan on expensive trips, including Tokyo Disneyland's exclusive Club 33. Bolerjack has been linked to the comic authentication industry, raising concerns that he may financially benefit from grading. Let's see, questionable motives. Initially sought access to Stan to produce a documentary reality show, admitting to Trojan horsing his way into Lee's circle. The footage and photos he took of Stan during their time together are now being monetized through the Kickstarter campaign. Despite claiming the documentary seeks justice for Stan, Bolerjack's history can suggest is more focused on leveraging his past proximity to the comic legend for financial gain. And the guy ends it with, "Do not give this guy your money," which is unfortunate because in my mind, the topic sounds curious, right? It sounds good, just like the Harry Potter shit. Like I'm sorry, I like Harry Potter, but that bitch is not getting played on my HBO. The new Harry Potter thing will come out. Am I curious? Yeah. But the only way I'm watching that motherfucker is if it comes out into the good place. If it goes into the good place, I'll watch it. But this bitch might even never come out. So we don't even get to sail the high seas to watch it.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. I think this guy's a joke. I don't think he's a serious
You see that
person.
clip of the dude who like was telling Stan Lee like you got more shit to do, and Stan Lee was like, I thought we were done. Like, well, go ahead, keep talking. I'm gonna find that for you real quick. It's just so sad, man. It's so sad.
I do want to play this though. There's a video that I picked up that let me see. Do I have it? I thought I had it.
I found it.
Where the fuck did it go? Oh, it might be in here. Okay. But no, I feel like people really took advantage of Stan.
It's elderly abuse. The topic
100%.
the topic that the dude is, who said it just now? A good writing voice. Oh, there it is. Devontre. The topic is real, but he's not the voice to get the story. This shit is real. Like there was elder abuse going on, and people were definitely taking advantage of him. It's just unfortunate that nobody legit wants to tell a story.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I don't like this type of shit. It's so gross.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's off-putting. It's very off-putting.
I sent the video to your Discord.
Oh, yeah, here I got it. Here we go.
And by the way, that picture above, thank you. That's a drawing.
That was okay, yeah, here. I'll show it here in just a sec. Shit.
That's a drawing. Not to throw us off track, but that's a drawing.
See, this man was out here. He didn't want to tell us.
Huh?
Here, wait. I just real quick, because let's give us a little a spoonful of sugar to help the medicine go down. This man was out here. He didn't want to tell us.
Who?
This guy, you.
No. I'm talking about your Discord DMs.
Yeah, I see. The drawing.
That ain't me.
Oh, man. See, look.
Man, I would be like, I'd be like, if I could do that, please believe I do not have the humility to be like, and you would have been like, man, I'll never be like Archie. I'm like, bitch, I am. Here, look at this shit.
He's like, I got this shit. He's like, yeah, that's me. That's me.
Oh,
Commissions
man.
are open.
Yeah.
But well then no spoonful of sugar then. So
yeah.
Let's take a look at this video that we got. Here we go. Bam. And let me also make sure that this is all right. Y'all should be able to hear it.
It's super short. Very
much, sir.
Got him on his rascal.
Are you ready to give a riveting speech? You're gonna change lives.
I thought I was finished with that.
It's like, damn, I just want a nap.
Never over.
Takes the shit off.
I said I thought I was finished.
Turn the key to turn off his thing.
I'm not.
No. Once we're done, we'll get out of here.
Now what do I do here?
Same thing. Talk about you. We'll make this some new questions.
But I don't have the.
Yes, you will. Yes.
Bruh, this is
You get your money's worth.
It's heartbreaking.
Every single penny.
Every single penny. Doesn't even laugh. Like, yeah, that's great.
also I'm almost positive that the like I want to go back to where to go.
If you watch that dude come in, he takes off his rascal. Like he's like, nah, you ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, no, I saw that. That was that kind of threw me. I'm not gonna hold you. When I saw that part, not gonna hold you, it made me a little angry. Here, I wanna.
Thank you very much, sir.
I'm almost positive that the guy that we saw lean in
You're gonna change.
right here, pretty sure that's our boy.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure that's him. I'm almost positive that that's him. There's a part where
it
like you
looks
can
like
see his
he has
other,
long hair like that.
Yeah, well, there's one part where you can see his other arm and you can see his tattoos, and the tattoos look the same. So yeah, I'm almost positive that that's him. Yeah, I'm almost positive that's him right there. That's old boy. I'm willing to put money on that.
Sadler's say, yeah, that's him as his voice.
That's
too.
his voice. Okay, yeah. See, I'd never heard him talk. At least, not that anything that was memorable. So yeah, if that's him, that's him. But I'm positive that's fucking him. Yeah, he's got the tattoo. Can I go back just to? Wait, let me go back.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's him. That's him like
There
a
it
motherfucker.
is.
Yeah, that's him. That's old boy.
Shit.
Yep, that's him like a motherfucker. That's the guy.
That's so fucking sad, dude. That's the way this culture is, though, man. That's the way we are as a culture. We don't give a fuck about kids. We don't give a fuck about the elderly. We don't give a fuck about anybody that cannot produce profit. If you do not produce profit, I was telling this story when I first retired. Some of y'all know I'm retired, and I'm fully disabled. I got 100% disability from the VA, and I'm lucky enough, privileged enough to not need to work because I make about the same, a little less, but about the same as I made when I was in. And so I get to just like chill for a little bit, and if I get a job, I get a job, but if I don't, we'll be all right. Mm-hmm. And plus, I'm lucky enough that man eater works. And I find it interesting because there are people in my life that don't understand how I can do that. And it's like, I'm like, why? What do you mean? And they're like, well, you could be making more. Well, why wouldn't you go to work? And I'm like, da-da-da. I'm like, because I don't want to, because I'm enjoying my life right now. I get to do what I want to do. I get to edit videos and stream or whatever the fuck. Like, people are so fucking like brain rotted that it's like they cannot imagine. Even now, where I do, it's not like I'm choosing to be homeless. Like, even in my situation now, they cannot imagine. Well, why don't you go make more then? It's like, what the fuck is wrong with people? They look at elderly people like, and okay, Stan Lee gave us a lot. We've criticized him. There's room for criticism, but he's still given a lot to all of us here. And even he doesn't get to enjoy his downtime. Nope. He still is going to be milked for productivity. And if he couldn't, he'd be like every other elderly person being shoved away into nursing homes. That is the fucking culture here. And I hate to say it because, look, man, that's white culture. And if you're white and that's not your culture, then, man, make sure that these people know that they ain't shit for putting their families in homes. Because Asian families, Latin families, like I'm assuming African American families, you ain't gonna let your mom go out there. You know what I'm saying? Like they come and live with you or whatever. There's just this weird, like, middle America mentality. It's like, okay, you are a strain on me now, and I'm gonna go shove you into a corner unless you can make me money, like I'm your heir, I'm gonna benefit off you, or I'm gonna I'm your what you call it, I said I'm an heir, I'm gonna get a what's the word I'm thinking of, like a fucking money from you when you die.
Inheritance.
There you go.
I was here trying to say the word, but I was like, I kept like,
that's me all day. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, God, I hate people. I just fucking hate people. Sorry. I'm doing a doomer thing. I fucking hate it here.
I mean, I respect it. Because shit, we have to kind of look at this shit and call it for what it is. Mm-hmm. This motherfucker is, he's the worst kind of like person. It's not even like, and I want to make it clear, just so people, know who I'm talking about here. Like this guy, he looks like he's a piece of shit. He looks like he's a cake sniffer. This guy sat up here. Yeah, matter right here. Bam, look at it. That was his ass like a motherfucker. Look, the same.
That's white Jesus right there.
and dude, he's taking advantage of him. He took advantage of Stan Lee, and he is trying to bank off of Stan Lee's legacy like everybody else that he's accusing. He is no better. He is literally like I don't know. And then the fact that he's like tight with like Nerdrotic, I was like, okay, yeah.
That right there, yeah. I mean, you know what they say, show me who your friends are, and I'll show you who you are. Come on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's it's a like the when I saw that like he had gone on Nerdrotic's show and was in his house. I was like, okay. I was like, hold up, pimp. Like hold. I was like, hold up, pimp. I was like, oh, you sitting right up in there in the crack house with Nerdrotic. I was like, oh yeah, you one of them. You are one of them. You can't
100%.
Convince me otherwise. You
100%.
You sup at the table of Nerdrotic. I already know that you're trash. I immediately know you are trash.
That's right. And you know what's funny about this is like it's like even Nerdrotic, Zylism says even Nerdrotic's community says he's going too far. Well, that's because Stan Lee is a poor old white man, and they can relate. That's their grandpa, right? I guarantee if that had been like anybody else, trans person, queer person, black person, Latin person, they'd be like, so?
They'd be like, fuck them.
Fuck them.
Reminds me of this. Reminds me of this Bill Burr joke I saw last night. It's like, oh, you talk about like an 80-something-year-old guy with like dementia, and everybody's like, oh, so sad. He said, but put like a fucking red or a blue check next to that motherfucker's name. Everybody's like, man, fuck him. It's like, fuck him. He's like, I was just sitting here talking about this guy with dementia. And y'all just like, oh, this is so sad. But the second I said Joe Biden, all y'all was like, yeah, fuck that motherfucker. Yeah, fuck him. Fuck him.
That reminds me of another joke about he goes, hey man, this is me and I don't care. The punchline is me. He goes, man, I'm gonna prove that y'all have your priorities fucked up. I'm gonna prove it all right now. You ready? Okay, listen. When I was little, my grandpa was like a father to me. He read to me every day. He took me fishing. And then one day, he died. He had a heart attack and he passed away. And there was a chair he used to sit on every day. And his dog would go to that chair and fall asleep on it every day. And my dog passed away in that very same chair. And the whole audience goes, oh. And he's like, see? I told you all my grandpa died, but nobody said shit until they said the dog died. I'm like, yep, that's me. That's me all day.
Oh my god, man. Yeah, we are based in the States, but nervous, not really. This is Tuesday. This is the shit that we've been kind of like, yeah, this is gonna happen.
I feel like we're past nervous to like just like sustained anxiety. It's like, oh yeah.
It's like,
this sucks. What's for dinner?
Yeah, basically, it's like, well,
because what can you do? Nobody could do shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like on the Left Face TV, I feel bad because we'll talk about shit and we'll go over the headlines and I'm like, get involved in your community. Get involved in your community and hydrate, get some sleep. I mean, shit's gonna get bad. You know, shit is getting so fucking bad that there used to be I used to be able to say, man, dig in. Don't let these people win. They want you to leave. And we're getting to a point where I'm like, if you got the means, get the fuck out of Dodge. Just go. Especially if you're trans, if you're a queer person, if you're of color in the South, if you're of color in the United States of America, like, bro, do you got an opportunity to leave? Go.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I mean, at this point, shit. It's just like, honestly, it's like, hey, what the fuck are we going to do? fuck are we gonna do? So, that said, I'm not gonna hold y'all. I'm kind of
You want
starting to
to
feel it.
you want to do the Discord questions real quick? Because I know they're building up. That's the only reason why. Or not. If you're feeling sick, we can push to next week.
How many are in there?
There's a few. Let's do it next week. I saw your face. It's fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's do it next week. Yeah. I was like,
Hey,
I'm not
on
gonna
behalf
hold
of
you.
the community, Blerd, thank you for pressing go live anyway. I know you didn't want to. You were like, you almost didn't, but you did it.
Almost.
You did it.
I did almost. I was kind of sitting there. I was like,
yeah, like, man, I'm sick as fuck. I don't want to do this right now. I want to take a
not really. I was like, I was having fun.
I'll get better.
Well, it was one of those things. I knew I would have fun, so I was like, fuck it, I'll do it. But no, we will do questions the next time. I know we keep saying that.
We'll be back on it. Back on it, Doug, on it.
Yeah.
And we're gonna watch Elite's indie thing.
Yes, we will do that as well. But yeah, until then, y'all. Yeah, I gotta go sit down. Well, I'm already sitting down, but I gotta go sit somewhere else. Actually, I need to go lay down somewhere.
That's what you need to do. Get
also
off that
get
chair.
something to eat. I need to get something to eat too. But yeah,
Hey, catch me tomorrow at Left Face TV and Left Face on YouTube at 8:00. That's all I got.
Do that. As a matter of fact, here, let me throw those in there right quick for those who may or may not know. You can.
I'm also working on 2 videos right now. One on Logan Paul's bullshit and what he had to say about Bad Bunny and Act 22 for Puerto Rico. And the world's oldest existing colony, and then there's another one where we're gonna talk about where I'm gonna go over the new video on explaining Donald Trump rescinding an executive order that mandated that made segregation illegal in the federal government. He undid that.
Yes.
So. Yeah, look out for my TikTok.
All right, y'all. I would normally I would drag these out, but I'm not gonna. All I'm gonna say is I love you all. You're great. You're amazing. Stay amazing and great. And I will maybe see you all Saturday. Until then, for Robo for Robo of Left Face TV, I am the Blerd without fear. Yeah, Donald Trump. You know what time it is. Go to hell.